Okay, I wanted to start this this live Q&A for the group from Easy Medical Device. So the group Medical Device Made Easy. The objective is mainly to gather some questions that I'm receiving or I'm seeing on different forums, and to answer those questions to you. So tell you what is my opinion, and maybe open also some discussion about the strategy that is defined. So let's start first with the first question that that I have. So the first question is, can a company be its own European authorized representative? So when you are when do you need an authorized representative first? So first, you need an authorized representative when your manufacturer or your company is located outside of the European Union. Then you need an authorized representative, which is another entity or another business that is located, that has its place of business inside the European Union. It can be also one person, any relatives, if I can say, that you have on your family. You just call them and say, can you be my European authorized representative? But I will not advise you to do that because there is a lot of responsibility for this person. So the question is, can I be my own European authorized representative? And the answer is yes, you can do that. The only thing is that you have to open an office in Europe. So it means that you are, for example, located in India. The manufacturer is located in India, and then he wants to sell his products in Europe. But instead of directly going through an authorized representative, he says, why cannot I just open an office in Europe? So maybe just an office, a commercial office, and then use this office as my place for the authorized representative. This can be a good strategy. It's maybe one of the best because there is really a key relationship that you should have with your authorized representative. There is a trust relationship because you will have all your he will be in contact with you. He will have all your secrets. He will need to help you. He will need to provide you a lot of support. So to do that, the best way is to have somebody that you are confident on. And the second thing is that the authorized representative is also liable in case of any issue in European Union, meaning that this entity, this office, or the person responsible for this office can be judged regarding that. So it's better also to have an office that is really belonging to this company, so that you are not involving some third parties that have nothing to do with your business. So yeah, so for me, the answer is yes, you can, and you even should. But you have also to have on this office a person responsible for regulatory compliance, a PRRC. I issued a video, my last video was on that. It was a 3-minute video, so maybe good to look at it. The PRRC, so is like the regulatory person, the management representative, the person that he's here to confirm that everything is compliant for your product. So here it is. Okay, let's see what is the other question. The next question is a medical device that includes nanomaterial considered as a class 3? So my answer yes, it can be a class 3, but it's not only. There is the rule 19 in the medical device regulation 2017-745 that is saying mainly that a device that contains nanomaterial can be or class 2A or class 2B or class 3. It depends really on the exposure regarding this product or this nanomaterial. If it's negligible potential exposure that is on the product, so it's class 2A. If it's a low potential internal exposure, so it's a class 2B. And if it's a high or medium potential or internal exposure, then it is class 3. So saying that, you can understand that it's not really mandatory that nanomaterial product that contains nanomaterial is class 3, but it depends really on the exposure. And it's normal because imagine now you have a product that has nanomaterial, but this nanomaterial or this raw material or this material is never in contact with the patient. It never touched the patient or cannot be touching the patient at all because it's covered, because it's coated, because I don't know, but you have to make your risk analysis regarding that. Then there is no risk normally for the patient. You should still make some tests to confirm that, but there is no risk for the patient. So yeah. Okay, just a confirmation. So a nanomaterial, what it is, or nanoparticles, what is nanoparticle? So it's a size between 1 to 100 nanometer. So this is also important because those particles or nanomaterial can be in the form, the way you can see it is like particles, like powder. It can also be some aggregates. It can also be some agglomerate. So you can see those definitions in the medical device regulation. So you can have a good overview of that. Okay, next one is UDI. Who to choose as a provider? So not an easy question. Why? Because UDI is now available in the US. So in the USA, UDI is available. But in Europe, UDI is, we have to be UDI compliant, but the European Union didn't choose or didn't select for now any manufacturer or any provider. So to register your product with UDI, you have many UDI sections. Basic UDI, UDI EDI, and the UDI PI. And for that, you need to have a unique number. So you have to contact a provider that will provide you with this unique number. And there is many providers. And the European Union has to choose which one is the right provider for this UDI. It's not done today. I hope they will do it maybe beginning of 2019. But you still have to start to implement this by putting in place your procedure, finding the way how you will put the UDI on your products, on the label, directly on the products engraved, etc. So you have also to do some work on that. What else? Other question is, can a customer audit its supplier on ISO 13485 while he is not certified for that? So yeah, so you have many maybe suppliers that are providing some components for your medical device that are not specifically a supplier for medical devices, so they are not specifically certified for ISO 13485. So what to do with those suppliers? Usually the manufacturer is so he prefers, if I can say, to have a supplier that is ISO 13485. Why? Because then he has less issues with his own notified body. When he gets audited, he just has to say, yes, my supplier is ISO 13485 and here is the certificate and everything is okay. But if your supplier is not ISO 13485, you have maybe to do a more a deep audit, if I can say. You have to audit this supplier to check that he is really respecting all the requirements that you need them to respect. So for that, I think everything comes to the agreement that you signed with your supplier. If on the agreement you are mentioning that the supplier has to respect the requirements from ISO 13485, then when you come to audit the supplier, you are auditing it through this standard. But it doesn't mean that your supplier should be ISO 13485. It just means that your supplier has to respect the requirements from ISO 13485, but it doesn't need to get audited for that. It's just a requirement from a supplier, from a customer. Then the customer, when he is coming to audit you, he will audit you through this standard if he wants. You can also argue and say that I don't need to be audited on ISO 13485, but tell me exactly which requirements of ISO 13485 I need to comply, and I will comply to them. So it's also some kind of discussion and agreement, because yeah, it's important for the manufacturer to be sure that his supplier is conform to some regulations, some standards, and is also providing you the right product at the right time with the right standards. So it's also a bit critical for the manufacturer. Next question. So the next question is, what is the difference between data analysis and management review? Data analysis and management reviews. So management review, if you don't know, so it's the requirements of the ISO 13485. It's also requirements from the FDA CFR, 21 CFR. So this is a meeting where we are gathering information regarding our quality system. On the standard, there is some inputs and outputs. So during that meeting, it's mainly a meeting with the top management. We are showing all the KPIs, all the information to show that our quality system is compliant, if I can say. And we are putting in place action if there is some discrepancies or things to change. And to do that, you need to gather some information. The information are mainly data, and it's those data analyses, if I can say. For example, let's say you have a CAPA situation. So CAPA is a corrective action, preventive actions. So each time you open a CAPA, you have to maybe track some KPIs. The KPIs can be how long this CAPA is open. Maybe one of your KPIs is to have this CAPA open less than 6 months or less than 1 year, etc. You can have also a KPI like the audit observation, how many observations you had, how long it took for you to close them. So this is all those KPIs that you are gathering. A number of complaints, scrap rate. I mean, there is a big list. You can invent yourself your KPIs. It's not something that is clearly mentioned that you have to have those KPIs or not. In terms of which KPIs, you have to have KPIs, but they don't say you have to have a KPIs on CAPA or NC or this or that. You just need to have KPIs to confirm that your quality system is working well. And for that, then you have to gather those data and to present them during the management review. So the management review is just a meeting to gather information and to present them to top management. And data analysis is something that you are using nearly every day. So it's something that you are using for your quality system. So it's like on a car, the speed limit is 60. So you have to check on your car what is exactly your speed. But at the end, this is something that is not only for the management review. It's something that you are using every day to see if you are going on the right route for the quality system. Okay, so next one is technical file. Okay, so technical file. How detailed should be the device description and intended use? I think this question was raised in the context of software. So how to describe on the technical file excuse me, the description and intended use. So what I would say is mainly that the description and intended use are answering one question: is your product a medical device? When you are making the description of your product, when you are making a description of the intended use of your product, it should be answering only one question: is it a medical device? For example, if you are saying, yes, my medical device or my implant, for example, is only for cats, or dogs, then this is not a medical device in Europe. In US it is, but in Europe it's not. So this description is only intended for the the inspector, to review your file and to confirm that this product is really a medical device product. Yeah, it's really important for that. So be careful by answering or by filling this field. Remember that you have just to answer the question, is my product a medical device? Next one is certificate of free sale. So do you know what is a certificate of free sale? The certificate of free sale is a certificate when you are selling your products in a country or a region, and you want to sell your products in another country or another region. For example, you are selling your products in Europe and you want to sell them in China. China will ask you to get a certificate of free sale. It's a certificate that is issued by the government of your country, that is proving that yes, your product is registered within the country and you are manufacturing, or this product is marketed within this country. So the question is, can my distributor ask for a certificate for free sale at the place of the manufacturer? And the answer is apparently yes. I would not recommend that, but apparently yes. I checked with the MHRA with the UK. I looked at the website. I went inside and I checked what exactly are the requirements for requesting a certificate of free sale. And it's mentioned inside, are you the manufacturer or not? If you are not the manufacturer, you have to define what is your relationship with your manufacturer. So if you are saying you are the distributor and you have all the documents that are required, so EU declaration of conformity, instruction for use, I think. I don't know exactly. It depends also on some countries. There are some different things. So then yes, you can get a free sale certificate, a certificate of free sale from a distributor, even if you are not the manufacturer of the product. Next one is, should I use an eQMS or a paper-based quality management system? It depends, let's say. It depends on you, it depends on the size of your company, it depends on what exactly you are using this quality management system. The best is an eQMS, I think, because it's easy. You don't have to bring a lot of binders with you, with a lot of papers, with a lot of things. Everything is inside. You have just to validate your electronic quality management system. But yes, this is the best. But if you have a low budget, if you are a small group, like maybe a startup company with 2-3 people, maybe it will be more interesting to start with a paper-based solution, just to see how this is working, while you are looking for your ideal eQMS. There is many solutions on the market, but yeah, it's something that you have to think regarding your strategy, your company strategy, and also regarding your size. If you are a big company or mid-size, or yeah, let's say more than 15 people, 10, 15 people, then maybe an eQMS will be more interesting, because when you'll have to approve some documents, it can be also useful to just have to approve them electronically on the system, instead to get the paper like the old time, get a pile of paper on your desk, and you have to sign them one by one. So this is mainly not the best choice for you. But yeah, it depends really on your strategy, depends on your company, on your size. But if I would recommend, if you have the money, if you can do it, I would recommend the eQMS. But it costs some money sometimes. So you can have also to look at many solutions before to choose the one that is really right for you. Okay. Is there another question? Oh, There is no other question. So as I said, I'm trying to gather a maximum of questions from what I get or what I find, and try to give an answer to you here. So if you are interested, so just come, you can show up and also write your questions also here, or open discussion, and then I can try to answer to them. Don't hesitate also to ask your question on the group. I will gather them, and I will also prepare them for next live Q&A. So thank you very much. Thanks for your attention, and see you soon. Bye.